What's up, my crypto legends? It is happening right now. We are taking a look at the Bitcoin price on the 4-hourly. We are getting this reaction from this $32,000 range that we have been talking about since we were trading at this $29,000 area. Now, you want to know, is it time to long? Is it time to short? Where is the price of Bitcoin going? Well, I'm going to show you the most important levels and what needs to confirm in the price action to know where exactly we could go in the next coming hours and days. We're also taking a look at this fractal that did happen in December of 2021. Very similar price action. So make sure to stay tuned in this episode. Hi there, Andy here. Welcome back to another episode of Bitcoinsensus. If you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. Daily TA on Bitcoin crypto, also to live streams to connect with the community. And just a reminder here, I am not a financial advisor. Nothing here is financial advice. Let's dive in here straight into the BTC price, guys, because what I want to show you here is that we are getting this reaction from this level. Everybody knows that. Now, what could happen in the next coming hours for Bitcoin? Well, nobody knows. But if we do start pumping here in the coming hours and finally we do get rejected from this high that we did create, I am still kind of waiting patiently from this scenario here because we do have this last lower high, which is at the 32.6K levels, this last wick over here that could be touched and then potentially get a rejection. This is the moment that I will be quite bearish from the Bitcoin price, okay? Waiting for that reaction patiently because this might just be a bullish consolidation, ready to have that next explosive move. I am very, very patient to wait for the price action to see what it's going to do to jump in a trade. Now, what is the most important level? Well, if I zoom out here, like I showed you, is that 32.6K level, okay? Let's see if we're going to manage to get that leg up. Of course, you could already kind of short this range if you are using a very small position. Add up to your position if you get that leg up to 32.6 and start getting that rejection, okay? Because you might be coming down from these levels. I mean, this is always up to the trader, okay? All depending on how you're willing to risk, all depending on how you're willing to trade. Now, if I take a look at Fibonacci level from this high, from the start of the drop of the 4th of May, we were talking about the 50% Fibonacci retracement that hasn't been reached just yet. It is also to the exact dollar from this high that we did create on the 10th of May. It's a very important level. Claim that high, get rejected at the 32.6, okay, potentially. And this is the moment of confirmation. If you do get that kind of price action, you are getting rejected from a very important level. This major wick over here for that kind of liquidity grab, also hitting, the 50% Fibonacci retracement. We've also got, this major resistance zone, a lot of wicks from this range. So this is why we are getting this reaction from this level. If we have another leg up and we do get rejected from the 32.6, in my personal opinion, it is very likely that the price of Bitcoin will be coming back down, okay, potentially to 30,000, 29,000, and even to lower levels. This is something that we need to analyze in the next coming days, of course, once we see that kind of price action. So that would be the kind of bearish case scenario, finally getting rejected from this major range. We need still confirmation, in my personal opinion, to hit the 0.50 Fibonacci retracement from this level and the last wick that we did create here to see that rejection, see that reaction. So let's talk about the bearish case scenario from now. Let's talk about what could happen if the Bitcoin price, does actually retrace from this range. And I just want to talk about the strongest support level that we do have below us. If we are trading at 31.5 while I'm recording here, the biggest level is in doubt in my mind, the $30,500 range, where we did have many touches here as resistance, as you can see, many bounces, huge opportunities. You shorted all of these levels over here. You were in massive big profits, okay? Big trades here, as you can see, big major rejections. So what happens, if we do retest it as resistance? You can see we did get this reaction from this level as soon as we broke this lower high trend line that we were talking about. We got the reaction here. looking for that next leg up. So if the price of BTC does come down to retest the 30,600, 30,500, okay, there could be a little bit of volatility, a couple of wicks there. It is very likely, in my personal opinion, that you should be getting a short-term bounce, at least to the 618 from the high to the low here, to potentially create a lower high or potentially create a double top. All right, this is no trading zone for me. All right, if we start pumping from this level, I want to see a reaction. I want to see that reaction from the 618, the double top, okay, and then potentially enter a short position, of course, again. So then, then I am, this is confirming that we are creating that double top, that the price action, okay, the bulls are getting exhausted and we're going to go to lower levels. Till that happens, I will not be extremely bearish, of course, okay? I'm waiting patiently to see what happens in the next coming hours, okay? 1-2 days max in this level. So what if we do come down to this range? Like I said, it is very, very possible that we get that bounce. Apart from this resistance range, we can see that we do have a pretty nice spike in volume here, okay? There is a pretty nice spike in volume. It's not the biggest range, but it's already showing you a bit of bullishness, all right, from this pump. And also, if we take a look at Fibonacci levels from the lows here to the highs, you would be hitting that 382. 382 is, a good level where you could get a short-term bounce, all right? So it's the 382. It's the major, okay, level here of resistance that should be turning into support. And it's a good value area high here. As you can see, we've got two value area highs from the volume traded from the last, 20 to 25 days. We got two here. One is at the $32,000 range and one is at the $30,500, as you can see here. So that short-term bounce is very, very possible here. And then we need to see if we're going to create a double top or a slightly lower high for potential continuation to the downside. If this does happen, it will be looking very, very bearish. All right, so this is what I'm waiting for here for Bitcoin. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you are new, and make sure to hit that notification bell. Very likely I will be doing a live stream round about 3-4 Central European time, okay, to discuss the stock market, DXY, some altcoins, and Bitcoin, guys. So make sure to subscribe to the channel and smash up that like button while you subscribe. Remember, for all of those experienced traders on Bybit, you get an insane bonus. It's my favorite swing trading platform. You get up to $4,050 if you use my link in the description. You also get a 0% maker fee for 30 days, which is absolutely phenomenal. Prime XBT, my favorite day trading platform, up to $7,000 worth of bonus. You basically get 7% added to your deposit by using my link in the description and Bitcoinsensus 50 as the promotion code. I got full video tutorials of these platforms also down below in the description. So let's take a look at this over here, this fractal. This is super important because the similarities here are quite scary. And this could tell us that, maybe if we do get this rejection from this level, that the price of Bitcoin is going to go to much, much lower levels. Okay, so this is December here in the left, December of 2021. I did explain this a few videos back, okay, where we did have a pretty aggressive drop and we created a lower high. Very important, okay? There is some similarities. There are some differences, all right? But we do have a lower high, very important level here that we have been talking about to get that reaction from this level. We did get the drop here. And as you can see, we were creating lower highs back in December here. Lower highs, same similarities on Bitcoin right over here. Lower highs every single time. What happened? That we did create a pretty strong base here. This was at $45,000. This was, 13th of December, 18th of December of 2021, okay? Creating a pretty solid base. Bitcoin was also creating a base here just a few days ago, right? At the $28,600 that we've been talking about for a long, long time. So a descending triangle, which is usually a kind of a bearish pattern, but I was looking at this range to get a potential bounce, all right? We were consolidating. We were having this swing failure pattern. This was a confirmation for me to have that potential bounce on Bitcoin. So what did happen here in December of 2021? We did get breakout of this trend line, okay? Created another resistance range here, okay, a consolidation, finally broke from this level. Okay, so what I want to show you is this major range. We did break the trend line here, get a small consolidation from this resistance line, and then finally break it. Okay, so the similarities that I am looking at here. Okay, let me just get a little bit of drawing out of the way and show you, this major level, the kind of last lower high, okay, approximately from the resistance trend line. Round about this range where we are getting this consolidation, you did get that reaction, finally breaking above and hitting the last lower high range. Okay, this is the last lower high range, a lot of volatility, a lot of wicks. So if the price of Bitcoin, we do know that this is a very strong level on Bitcoin, the $30,500. We can see how we got rejected, and as soon as we came back down to retest this level, we did get that bounce. So, I mean, this doesn't mean it needs to happen because it happened here. I'm just saying, it is a strong level anyway. We have had seen, the confluence that I've just showed you a few minutes ago from the $30,500 level. So if we do come down here, I do think that we are going to expect a bounce because it's just a strong level. Okay, of course, we are just looking at the probabilities. The price could absolutely fall here. Anything can happen at the end of the day. This is why we need to learn how to have good risk management and protect our positions at all costs. So, this scenario is very, very possible, getting a potential bounce. As soon as we do get that bounce, if we were to come down to the $30,500 range, it will be very interesting to see how we're going to react, how that bounce is going to react again at this $32,000 range. Are we going to create a lower high? Are we going to create a double top? Are we going to manage to break resistance? That will be a critical moment to decide if it's going to be good to potentially short the price of Bitcoin, of course. So yeah, just stay cautious with your trading at all cost, of course. So just see what happened here. You actually got that bounce. You created a double top swing failure pattern right over here, and then you continued to the downside. You did get a little bit of a reaction here from the lower high trend line and then continued back down. Is this possible for Bitcoin? All right, where we could get a bounce, the price action, okay, the bullish price action is potentially going to get exhausted, and then you're finally going to break here one of the most important support levels that we do have right now, which is the 30,500, break support range and potentially continue to the downside. Guys, this is a scenario that could happen for Bitcoin. I'm all eyes on this right now. Guys, make sure to smash up the like button if you've enjoyed this content. Subscribe to the channel, check out the Bitcoinsensus website for the latest news and technical analysis ideas. Thank you very much, and I will see you in the next one.